Guys, so I'm back. I was gone for about 2 weeks, and while I was gone, I discovered something that I have really been enjoying, and that's Pokemon. Now, I used to be really into Pokemon as a young kid, but now I think I'm getting more into it. So, it's just so nostalgic for me. So, today I'm doing a video about a game I found called Pokemon Showdown. And, it's where you can make your own teams, pick your own Pokemon, and then just do battles. So, let's get right into this game, shall we? Alright, so let's get into this team builder, shall we? So if you go into the game, and here's the team builder. So I only have one team right now that I've really been using mainly. But let's make a new team. Alright, so let's kind of go through this. So you click new team, then you add your Pokemon. So I'll just kind of show you how this works. So let's get a Cloyster. Now, the reason why you're going to want a Cloyster on your team is for two reasons. One, so generally when you have a Pokemon you lead into battle, you start out with them, you kind of want to go with two things. One, just a Pokemon that can just take down the entire team fast, or just take out a bunch before being fainted. Generally, Dragon types are good at that. Like Latias, Hydreigon, any of those are good. But, so, the other reason is for something like Cloyster. So what Cloyster is good about is on being sent into the game, Cloyster can lay down what are generally called spike moves, where when Pokemon switch out and in, they get hurt on entry. And Cloyster's got a bunch of options for those. And also, one of Cloyster's abilities is that if an attack has 2 to 5, sorry, that's my dog. And so it has 2 to 5 hits in one turn. So what you can do is use one of Cloyster's abilities, Skill Link, to make it so so this ability, Icicle Spear is a good one, fires 5 times, no matter what, and deals 125 damage per shot, which is good. Well, not per shot, but like per move. So I'm using Hydro Pump, Icicle Spear, yeah. I'm going to use Toxic Spikes, because Poison's always a good passive kind of ability, and then Blizzard. Now what I have here are my Eevee and Ivy stats. So I can choose to manually sort of pick the ones that I would like to use, or just use the suggested spread. I'm going to go with that. So now I've got a water and ice type. I'm going to want to have, maybe a fire type. So let's get Charizard. So yeah, I generally, as far as an item goes, I like to use leftovers, and what leftovers do is it heals you 6% of your HP per turn. So leftovers is a good one. Now Blaze. Now if something's just illegal, it means two things. One, either your Pokemon can't use it, or two, it's been banned. So Turbo Blaze is banned. Alright, now I'm just gonna add some moves. And sorry, this is kind of the idea. So now that you see how the team builder works, let's get into a battle, and I'll show off that. Alright, so now we have a battle. So, that was a match I forfeited, the guy disconnected. But anyways, we're going to go into an actual battle. So, what we're going to do this time around, I'm going to start out how I don't have a Cloyster on my team, like a Spikes guy. So I'm going to use Latias as my starting, or Venusaur. And I'm using Venusaur for actually another reason. I'm using Venusaur because Venusaur is one of his moves allows the Pokemon to go to sleep. And if I can just take out the entire team using that, and then just really leech off their HP using Leech Seed, I can really get a big advantage. So now as you see Snorlax, kind of ironic, is now asleep. And I'm trying Earthquake. I'm not, since Snorlax is a normal type, I'm not quite sure about the weaknesses for it. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of weaknesses, but apparently an Earthquake is not one. Just ground type moves. So I'm going to try out Leaf Storm, and still not very good. So maybe, so as you can see, the Snorlax is kind of kicking my ass. But, there's nothing else I can do. I can do Sleep Powder again, which is what I'm going to do, and that's what I did. And then I'm going to use Leech Seed. So I can kind of heal my Venusaur back. So yeah, once this person just makes their move, tries to decide what they're going to do, just going to Leech Seed them, and just get in the game. See, now it's Charizard versus Venusaur. Now this is gonna get very bad because Charizard would kill Venusaur in a fight. Blastoise is a little different, but Charizard would destroy. So I'm gonna use Lapras because Lapras is a great water and ice type. And just as like an argument, a lot of people use Gyarados over Lapras. I disagree almost completely. I would use Lapras over Gyarados any day, just because Lapras has very good stats against fighting Dragon types, and that it can use more Ice type moves. But then again, Gyarados can learn Flying type moves, so that's kind of the main argument. And also, it has better attack stats, but Lapras is more HP. It's your choice. I just prefer Lapras. All right, Pikachu. Haven't seen a Pikachu in this game ever, except for now, because no one seems to use Pikachu. They use Raichu. Now, what I'm going to do here is kind of a dumb move. I don't know why I did this. But, so my Metagross kind of serves as a cloister where I use, like, Stealth Rock, which is kind of similar to the Spikes moves. So, yeah, I'm not sure why I used Metagross, except to use Stealth Rock, because Pikachu is Electric type, Metagross is Steel. You know what happens when Electricity and Steel come together. So, yeah. But Stealth Rock's going to be good. But for some reason, this Pikachu isn't really using any electric moves, and I ended up killing him. Which was, I think, totally surprised me when this happened. So let's keep going, though. Let's keep moving on. So, now Metagross Stealth Rock in there, so that thing's just gonna hurt people on entry. That'll stay there the entire game from now on. And now, it just is up to this player to choose whatever Pokemon they're gonna use. This is always the longest part, because this game does get very, very tight at moments. So making decisions is a very big part of the game. Now I'm going to try out Gyro Ball, but Gyro Ball would not be good against the Snorlax because of the Snorlax's speed, as you can see. That was another dumb move of me. However, Snorlax is still asleep, so I can just use Psychic on it. And just take him out in 2 hits. Alright, so now the other player's down to 3 Pokemon. I haven't even lost 1 yet. And towards the end of the video, I'm going to show off on my personal favorite in my team, and I'm going to kind of give a guide to this one, but that'll be a little bit later. I mean, they're not using that one yet. So now it's going to be some waiting. Okay, they're going to use Blastoise. Blastoise is very good if you have the correct moveset. So I'm going to use Latias, because Dragon types have barely any weaknesses. But as you can see, that move made me switch out Latias to Lapras. But I could still use some Ice type moves on Blastoise. Now, suffering from a burn in this game, it consecutively gets more powerful as the turns go on. Same thing with like Poison, depending on the Pokemon. So burns Poison is very annoying, which is why kind of having a good Poison type on your team is good. Now, Genesect is banned from the game. But if it wasn't the game, I'd roll with Genesect every day. Alright, so yeah, Draco Meteor is probably the most powerful move my Latias has. And yeah, so that Stealth Rock really becomes a big advantage when you can start getting Fire types, or, for that matter, Fighting types, because they can just destroy them. Now, I sort of saw that this person's going to use Ice Beam, or Ice Shard, so I'm protected, because that would have been bad. And this is why I like Lapras a lot. And now from here I can just use Dragon Pulse and take him out with another shot. Alright, so I lost Latias, but he kind of played his role in that he took out a bunch. I should say she. She took out a bunch of Pokemon. Half the enemy team. So Leaf Storm is one of the better grass type moves. And if you use one like Gardevoir or Gallade, you might want to use a Leaf Blade instead, because it's more of a fighting grass type move. But for Venusaur, Leaf Storm's great. Alright, so now it's just down to Blastoise and Venusaur. And I have almost all men left. I just have Latias gone. So also, if you want to play Pokemon Showdown with me, just write down like your Pokemon Showdown username and let's play a game. Because I'm sure I'm really liking this game. Alright, I didn't see that through with a Leaf Seed. And, so yeah, this game is really great. Alright, so what I'm about to show you after Infernape is my favorite Pokemon on the team. That's Volcarona. Actually, I think Volcarona doesn't come up quite yet. Yeah, not gonna use Venusaur first. But then, nice, when I take out Volcarona, it's going to kind of be in an easy circumstance for me to fight off this person's last Pokemon. But Volcarona is a bug fire type, and I'm going to show you why I really like Volcarona. Alright, here comes Volcarona. Alright, so as you can see, Volcarona's moves that I have applied is a little strange. For a fire type, I have mostly bug moves, but Quiver Dance gives you a bunch of extra stats. And if you use Quiver Dance a bunch of times in conjunction with Bug Buzz, it can be an insta-kill in a lot of Pokemon. Now also I have Roost and Zen Headbutt on this version just for in case of, having the heal or just as a good psychic physical attack. Now at this moment, I'm going to use Quiver Dance another time, and that would give me 2.5 extra stats on special attack speed and special, special defense. So, Quiver Dance with the Bug Buzz in conjunction is really, really good. Now this person kind of times out for a second because he has to think, what can I try to let use Bug Buzz or not? That's what I'm thinking. But this person's thinking, what should I do? Because I'm asleep, but now I'm awake, and I really only have a few options. And so what I'm gonna do at the end is just use that headbutt because it's just I don't want to, I just want to end the game with that. So as you can see, this is personally my favorite team I've been using. I've used a few, but this is the main one I've used. And yeah, so Volcarona, I'd suggest really using that Volcarona, and any other ones are pretty good. So yeah, I'll see you guys later.